What's up guys and welcome to Mordalon. In this series we're playtesting my own MMORPG. And in this video we are going to try out the agility skill. So this is the first agility course. And if we talk to Ray here, would you like to try my agility course? What's in it for me? It's a perfect place to practice mobility. And if you make it within 50 seconds, I will teach you how to dash over greater distances. And that is the reward I want. So let's go. And this is both to teach the player to move around the game and also for the reward. I need to complete this within 50 seconds and I just fell, so that won't work. Let's retry it. And that just instantly restarts the timer. You don't have to talk to an NPC or anything like that. And yeah, let's see if we can do this first try. I have actually done this quite a bit, but it's been a while. So let's avoid... I just realized I'm doing a video in English, so I need to say ouch, like you English people do. Okay. Let's see if there's a cloud here. I think I'm okay on time. 10 seconds. Actually, I did fall. I don't know how tight this is. And I failed. Let's retry. Before I retry, I actually remembered there is a chest up there with some rewards, so I don't have to restart and gain nothing from this. I can loot the chest, so let's do that. There are some chests throughout the games where you can find some nice loot. Let's see what I get. Some crystals. Oh, loot a chest is a reward as well. Oh no, this is broken. I should fall through here, or well, the course should restart, so let's fix that. That's the reason I'm playtesting. Hopefully you should have a better experience once you try this game out. Okay, let's see if I can do this without any mistakes. I really do like that it's quite tight on time. Ooh, that actually hits hard. I actually think those spikes do damage on a percentage basis, so even if you are quite high level, I think those spikes really hurt. And I do want this game to be punishing, and especially since when you die, you don't lose any items or anything like that, it's only time. And the reason behind that is because I don't want any quit moment for players, and also when I don't want people to have an incentive to, for example, DDoS other players. So dying here won't be that bad, you will just respawn. It could of course be annoying if you're far away and killing some boss, and of course we want it to be annoying. There should be a reason for you to avoid damage, but yeah, it shouldn't be so bad that you feel like you have to quit the game or anything like that. So we don't want you to be losing your items. I'm not going to make the time, so I tried to loot the chest here, but then I remembered that looting the chest, these are actually on a timer, because we don't want you to sit here and spam the chest for infinite loot, of course. So okay, let's restart here until I can finish the course. You know what I'm looking forward to? People actually absolutely smashing my records. There is a high score for most things, and it would be so cool to see players completing content I have created in no time. As a developer, of course, you're not grinding the game as much as the players are, so that will be really fun. And yeah, apparently I suck at this.
A few moments later.
I've failed so much, I can now open the chest again and get some free crystals. Ooh, and a healing potion dose. I'm so used to having dash, it kinda sucks not having it, so I'm going to be very excited to finally get the dash ability from this. There is actually some RNG to this. You need to get a bit lucky with the clouds. Well, you don't need to be, it's helpful. It's definitely possible even if the clouds aren't like perfectly lining up with your run, which should be the case, of course. I wouldn't want it to be like yeah, RNG dependent. And where did my time go? Finally, there we go. And as I talked about in our last video, you will level up instantly. And yeah, unfortunately I can't see my time because that's glitching out, so that will be fixed until the next playtest. Okay, so let's loot this ability and put it on the bar. And I want it on my melee bar as well. So look at this, I can jump and then dash mid-air. Ah, that's so satisfying. That will be nice while I'm running around the game. If you happen to be watching this video once the game has been released, please let me know how many times it took for you to complete it, and if I'm just a complete noob or if it's actually hard. It will be really fun to see. It's kind of hard balancing things when you're the developer. We need to see how people react to different content. I don't know if I'm good or bad, but it does feel like I was actually bad here. And yeah, my plan now is to get a bow because I'm going to play as an archer here and I don't want to be throwing rocks all day. So I think these guys are dropping a log, and after I get the log I should be able to fletch my own bow with a fletching skill. So yeah, I'm going to grind these for a little bit. Okay, so something I would like to explain here while I'm doing some combat is how we will be handling combat with multiple players. So in RuneScape, you actually don't want other people to join you, and we wanted that to not be a thing here. So how we've solved this is if someone attacks my NPC, they will also have a chance to get a loot. So for example, if I'm fighting with a friend and I'm doing 50% damage and they are doing 50% damage, I have 50% chance to receive the loot and my friend also has 50%. So for example, that means if I'm high level and I'm fighting the same monster with a lower level friend, let's say I do 80% damage and he does 20. That means he will have a 20% chance to get a loot and I have an 80% chance to get a loot. Ooh, a bronze dagger, level 5 warrior. I'm not level 5, so I can't use that. And those two rates are separate from each other, which means that both of us can get loot at the same time. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, isn't it still worse to fight together with a friend then? Because now you only have 80% chance to get a loot in that case. Well, not really, because you're killing it faster, right? The kill rate is still 100%, but it's shared in between you guys. So if my friend is doing 50% damage and I'm doing 50% damage, that means we're killing the NPCs twice as fast, but only having 50% chance to get a loot. So the loot per hour will still be the same with this system. And you're not really stealing the loot from each other because both of us can get loot at the same time. So for example, one kill, both of us could be getting an item because of the 50-50 chance, and then the next kill none of us could get. So on average the loot will be the same no matter how many players there are. If you have any questions about it or any feedback, please let me know. Hopefully my thinking is correct, but hopefully that should be fair to all players involved. And if you don't want this to happen to you, of course you can just fight another NPC. Okay, so I just got level 5 archery, which is cool. I get my first archery ability, so that's awesome. Let's equip that, and learn bear trap is a achievement. And now I can put a trap like this and get him. Oh, he walked into it. What that actually does is some damage, of course, but it's also slowing him and giving a poison effect. So we have all kinds of things working together here. So that's a cool ability. I can put it right on top of him and it will trigger instantly, or I can put it a bit away and then lure the NPC into the trap. So yeah, we have so many fun things we can do with abilities in this game, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, my flask is empty and I'm going to show you how to refill it. In a previous version of the game, I had to go here with my flower of life and bone dust and create a new potion, but now I can simply refilling it by passing this alchemy table. We felt that that was a really nice quality of life. Okay, so I just noticed something. These guys don't drop any logs. And how do I know that? I didn't peek the code. Well, I know that because if I look underneath the name here, Goblin, I can see 4 dots. They have all been filled in with red color. These dots are representing the loot available from the goblin. So these goblins have 4 unique drops, and once they have all been filled, I have received all possible drops. So right now I am kind of wasting my time. Well, I'm getting archery experience, of course, but I'm not going to get a log. So let's see if these guys drop some logs. I think it might come from here. And it actually makes sense because these are some early mobs and it shouldn't be too hard to be able to get a bow. So yeah, I'm getting archery experience anyway. There's many reasons for why I like this system. One reason is completionist. It's super satisfying to see when you're done with an enemy and you can simply complete the entire game like this and have a nice visual effect for it. But also it's really nice for moments like I just had where I'm wondering, is there any point to killing these anymore? Have I received everything? And finally, there's no reason to leave the game to check out, for example, a Wikipedia page. Archery level 6, and if you noticed, I get full HP when I get another level, which is really satisfying. I really like that. As you can see here, I only have 1 item left and I really hope it's a log. I don't want to be cheating. I want this playthrough to be as realistic as possible because I want to know the player experience. So of course I'm not going to be teleporting around or anything like that. And even though we have a Wikipedia page, I think most new players will simply be killing these and just hoping for good loot. So this is the most realistic way of doing it. But then of course I have a lot of game knowledge because I made all of the drop tables. I can't really avoid that. But again, I think quite a few players would also just look up where to get things. And if you really want to play as an archer, you're probably Googling how do I get a bow. I feel like I'm going really dry and I think we have a log. Did we? Ooh, speaking of a log, there we go. Finally, a wood log can be cut into useful items using the fletching skill. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so if I click this log, I open the fletching interface and I get a dialog box telling me George in the woods near the Druidic Plain can teach you the art of fletching. So let's go to George. And this is actually the second quest. Well, you can do this in any order, but the second quest for me, the woodworker. And we will complete that quest in the next video. And the next video, of course, is always available already on Patreon. But if not, I will see you on YouTube with the next video. Thanks for watching.